Good morning, everybody. Romel Santiago here once again. So, today we're going to be talking about a topic that's called limiting beliefs. Now, what the hell is a limiting belief? Well, a limiting belief are those belief systems that have been installed in us from our family, from our friends, from our culture, from our upbringing, things that we've picked up along the way, even from movies or television, right? These are things that we've picked up throughout our life that are all of the reasons to not take that next step. These are, and I'm going to use therapy as an example, right? Why are we not going to therapy? Well, therapy's for white people, therapy's for rich people, therapy. Why do I need a therapist to tell me what to do? Um, I'm not going to tell all of my secrets to some stranger. I can't trust a therapist. I did therapy in the past and it didn't work for me. Or I have a I have a friend who tried therapy, right? These are all of the belief systems that we hold. These are all of the internal dialogues that we tell ourselves why something is not going to work, right? Let's face it, there are a lot of different types of therapy. There are a lot of different types of therapists. There are a lot of different types of changes that we navigate throughout our life that seem like it may be a good idea, but there's all of these blocks, there's all of these barriers that say, it's just not going to work for me. It's great that it worked for you. I think it could work for you, but it just won't work for me. So let's face it. In the example of therapy, therapy is expensive. There's this idea that before I have a crisis, I need to check my bank account. Why? Because therapy is expensive. One of the things that I said in some of the last videos that I posted was this idea that yes, therapists have a specific fee. What folks don't know is all of the work that goes into being a therapist, right? There's things that we have to do before our session, there's things that we have to do after our session, there's things that we have to do during our session. And it's not just that therapeutic hour, or AKA the 45 to 55 minutes that's dedicated to sitting in front of the client face to face. There's a lot of other moving parts that folks don't see. And so all of this time, all of these resources have to be allocated to somebody to do this particular work. So, yes, it can be expensive to engage in therapy, but, and this is a big but the price or the rate that your therapist has on their website, on their profile, on whatever, a lot of times that can be negotiated. So when we talk about therapy being expensive, there's lots of things that are expensive, but therapy is an investment, right? Anytime that we're investing, let's take education for example, we invest in education in order to gain a higher income level later on down the road. There are sacrifices that we make in the moment in order to secure something safer, something more stable, something better for our future. So when it comes to therapy, there's all of these things that we want to we want to explore therapy for because it's the baggage that we're carrying around. Right? Which one costs more in the short term? Keeping this baggage and holding us back from all of these things that we want to do, or engaging in therapy, right? In the short term, it costs a hell of a lot more to engage in therapy. In the long term, it costs a hell of a lot less because all of the baggage, all of the limiting beliefs, all of the barriers that we've been hanging on to, that we've been carrying around from childhood, no matter how perfect your childhood was, you're still carrying around some kind of baggage. Um, but therapy is an investment. And in order to navigate through some of the process of dropping those limiting beliefs, of dropping those barriers, means that we're checking in with somebody who can help us navigate the insecurities, the frustrations, the fears of essentially this change, right? One of the big questions is who am I going to be when I no longer have this baggage, right? In a series of previous videos, we talked about motivational change and the change process, right? The stages of change. So when we talk about navigating through, why are we navigating through? Why are we going to therapy? Why are we making this particular behavior change? Why are we even investing in this process? Well, we're investing in this process. That's our motivation, right? We're running away from the pain. That that's one thing to run away from something. It's one thing to run towards something, and it's one thing to reward ourselves for the hard work, dedication, and commitment that we have to doing this particular process. So when we talk about some of those limiting beliefs don't keep us from running from the pain, but they keep us from running towards pleasure. They keep us from running towards what could possibly be. So, one of the things that I'm going to encourage you to do is begin thinking about some of those things that you have told yourself over and over and over that you want to change, you want to do. I want to go to the gym, I want to eat healthier, I want to stop smoke, or I want to decrease the cigarettes that I smoke, I want to look at my phone less, right? So now that we know what it is that we want to change, when we think about moving towards that change, write out all of the reasons why it's not going to work for you, right? Once we know the reasons why it's not going to work, we can then come up with, well, how do we combat some of those, right? Therapy is expensive. However, which one is less expensive? Carrying this baggage and slowing me down throughout my process, or investing a period of time, not the lifetime, but investing a period of time towards navigating through dropping this particular heavy load so that we can move forward and we can progress. So I'm going to encourage you to have fun with this, but I know we are out of time, and I hope you all have gained something from this particular video. I hope you all have a wonderful, amazing rest of this beautiful day, and I will see you soon.